Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Married to Medicine, Season 7, Episode 4. I enjoyed this episode. It was not too bad. It wasn't too much drama, but it was enough to give us entertained and to talk to some things. So I don't know how long this video will be. It probably won't be a long video, but it was nice, nevertheless. Alright. So the thing with Jackie and Curtis, I don't know why Jackie want to buy a house and they want to remodel the house. Remodel the house. That house looked great as it is. Yes, some rooms are small. Like she said, the office's room is small. The master bedroom is kind of like small and everything. So yes, maybe some minor rooms adjustments. But to get a house and they had to build the whole thing up, and she said she don't really want to use the kitchen as much. So maybe she could just have a smaller kitchen with a longer dining table, table, so they could have parties and stuff, which is nice. So, with a lot of her ideas, it seemed like it would cost a lot of money. And Curtis was trying to chime in and said, nah, why would we do this? It's like the bathroom, she said she don't like the golden pieces, or the bathtub, the showers, all that stuff. I would say that must have got money to have gold on and stuff like that. I said, I wouldn't mind it. Curtis didn't mind it, but Jackie, she wasn't having that. So she said, oh, we got to move that. She ended in the closet, separate the closet of his or her closet space, which is fine. I mean, you should have your own closet space. But, I don't know. I was like, you should just, it's better if you would have built a house from the ground up. Then get a house and then remodel it inside already. That would seem like it would be more, but I don't know. I don't have that. I have no intention of trying to own a house myself in the future, so I'm a mental person, and it's gonna be as it is. So it seems like it'll be a lot of money to own a house and then rent it out and renovate it and build it. Like I said, I would think it'd be best for Jackie, because I could have sworn they was gonna do that, but that was, I guess, it was not in the cards to build a ground up. So I guess you want to build something that's already there and just modeling it from the structure of the house itself. So maybe it might be cheaper. Alright, so Contessa with her kids, right? And they would have a picnic. And we see more of the dynamics. It seemed like her moving to Nashville and going to school did cause a negative emotions to her towards her family. It caused a shift negatively in her family and emotions part. Her daughter Lauren is acting out angry because it's the different changes. Kids acts out in a violent way or get upset or get mad and get emotional because something happened at home. And that happened at home is when their mother decided to just move to Nashville and do something, and they miss her as much. They miss her being around as much. Now they say they do let the dad. They say the dad is more like a strict type of person. He's not that most emotive in his emotions with the kids. He said, oh, we gotta go. It's like good. He's like, the example, like he would say, go to bed. But mom said, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. She's more passionate and more sympathetic with the kids when I go to bed. When Scott said, go to bed. It's like, it's different how it is. So usually fathers are more stern, more direct, and not too more emotive in the approach with the kids and say, oh, do this, go to bed, don't do that, go to that. And more mothers and wives is more nurturing and explaining things and doing it in a more calming, nurturing way. So that's the approach with that. So it's a different dynamic. So I guess where Scott taking more of the direct role with the kids now and more responsibilities while Contessa's at school, they feel the different change that, yes, daddy helped us a lot, but it's not the same as mommy doing it. Because mommy is more nurturing and the daddy is more stern and strict. So it's like, they are like that. So the son Landon, I think he said he's sad that his mom is not around and your hours is different. You almost finished school this year, but you got a whole new next year, so it's gonna be the whole new thing next year, and it's gonna be a different cycle, gonna repeat itself. So, and she said, you telling the kids about my schedule and thing? He said, no, Landon's a smart enough that he knows what it is going on. And I said, you'd be surprised, this kid does know. You don't have to tell them anything, they pick things up. So, and he had an age where he knows a lot. I think he's the oldest, or he's the second oldest, but he knows a lot. So, he go, and then a little one, Milani, not Milani, that's Monique's daughter name. I think her name is Lonnie. I need Lonnie, right? And Lonnie said, sometimes I forget about you because you're not around. So I'm telling you the truth. I said, oh, this little girl. She said, I tell you the truth. I just forget about you, Ma. I said, oh. So when your old child said they forget about you and you're not around, that's something. That is something. Especially that little girl to say that, she just forget about you and she just telling the truth. And she said, you saying that because daddy too more strict in terms? She said, yeah, you just got to be more like mommy. I need a different daddy. I said, oh, this little girl is something else. But yeah, that's it with the kids. So the next time when she, Contessa was making breakfast, Scott had to take Landon and the other younger one to school. Whatever they had to do, they had to hurry up. They said, "Oh, we gotta make the kids. We gotta take the game quickly. We gotta eat quickly. You gotta take the food with you. We gotta go. We gotta go." And they had to go. So he took them, and I think the boy had soccer practice and stuff. And then she sat there with Lauren, and Lauren was telling that the boy was trying to mess with her, pick her up at school, and then he threw a ball at her, and she caught it, and she threw it at his head, and then she comes home and he's punching the wall. So I said, that's acting out. She's angry about something, and angry that her mother is not around as much. She said, what make you angry? She said, you not being around make me angry and stuff. And I said, oh, that's sad. Yes, Contessa says she wanted to better herself and everything, but she knows that the change and the dynamic with the shifting of kids' schedule and different things, its dynamics, it changed, and not for the best. It's like Scott is taking up and he's stepping up and doing what he had to do, but it's a pressure to order them. It's very pressure for both Contessa and Scott as a married couple, and then it's also pressure for the kids because they're going through this slight change and it's affected them. So it's very frustrating for the kids to go through this. And see that, I was like, oh, I hope they worked it out because it's not enough. I don't think it should be enough to make them break up in a day. It's got to be a point when they just got to sit down and have a better structure and talk, which I feel like they has been lacking a little bit, and they thing. So we'll see. I hope how hopeful Contessa and Scott and help they get through this, and also in regards to their children. All right, so Buffy's having the end of the tax season party. And the theme this year is you got to be on a budget. Your outfit, your whole outfit, including the shoes, personal everything, cannot be over $500. So you got to be on the budget. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I said, I could dig that. It's like that. So, and men is not that expensive. So I could just get a nice little slacks, a nice little shirt, and some nice little shoes and all that stuff, and I could be nowhere near past $200 something. So I could work it out. So, but I guess it teach you how to be on the budget and not be too lavish to go to a party, because you don't have to do all that to go to a party. Because most people go to a party, you just drink, eat, drink, and just talk and chill. So it's not about a fashion statement unless it's one of those parties where you have to be fashionable. All right, so it's end of the year. Taxing the budget. It had to be no more than $500. So after that's cool. Simone and Jackie rode together and they talk a little bit. And then Quad and Heavily rode together. Quad and Heavily always go stuff together. It's like they cool. They really cliquish like that. And Quad said, it just said, I wish Simone would have sat down and talked to me and own up for how she treated me and all that stuff. But I said, you failed to mention that you came in all late and you came in all loud. I said, first of all, Simone would have been more open to talk to you. First, if you would apologize for being late, if you didn't stood her up being too late, that's one. And then you came in all aggressive, so it was like approach. And but you said you came in all hurt. I said, yes, you may be hurt, but that didn't seem hurt as from us. That felt like an anger, and sometimes hurt does fuse anger. So maybe that was probably was behind her anger and why she came off as Simone like that. But I was like, girl, you was doing so much. But so we gotta get to the point where we could be good again, and that's what she wants. I said, this is a whole same dance every time we see this, right? So Simone said the same thing. She was like, hey, just the energy that Quad came in, and she just rehashes things from the crab boy, and I apologized numerous times. I thought we moved forward, but she wanted to talk about that, how it was. So I was like, even I was taken back to it. I was saying, first of all, you did mend the friendship, and you did let it go, and you did say you accept the apology, and you did say we could move forward from there. Now, if you was not ready to move forward, you should have told her right then and there, I'm not ready, and I did not agree that I moved on from that. So, or you gave the impression that you was. So unless if you wasn't that moved on from it, you should have told her that you didn't move on from that, and you still was bothered by some of the actions at the crab board. And then she would still know that you still have an issue about that. But since then, she had not known that you had an issue about about the crab board and how she came up at you. So I said that was something. So they all ran to Buffy's house, and they found it interesting that Buffy has a house manager. And I said that you must got money when you got a house manager. You making a thing. I heard about butler. I heard about maid. I heard about a personal chef by a house manager. Well, I never heard about that. So basically, it's like somebody who take it out, so take care of everything. Take care of everything. Cook, clean, do everything, manage the house, finances, whatever she's supposed to be doing. But she's house manager. And it's kind of like well, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that. It's like a reverse slavery, but it's not. She not treating Buffy as a slave, but people could see that. It's like, wow, she got a house manager. I said, what she do? Like a servant or something? But that was like, I just found out interesting that she has a house manager, and her name's Sylvia, and she did. Buffy, we did get a little bit more background. Buffy, she said she owns a different chain of taxes. Was it different chains of taxes practices, and her family is comfortable living, so that means they are wealthy, they got some money. So, and she said her mother owned different lands, so they have property. See, that's where when you have land could give you wealth. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why freak annoyance in my Greenleaf video wanted to be so quick and sell that land. But it's not Greenleaf, this is married to medicine. Alright, so she said she's wealthy. She's comfortable, basically. And everybody came and it was good. Tori came on a little thing. They all came to their fashionable statement and stuff. They got there and they were sitting there, they chilling, they talking. Jocelyn Hernandez came. I was like, ooh. Cause they was talking, and then Heavily met Sylvia, and they talk about the house manager. She said, oh, house manager. So she take care of everything. She said, yeah, it's more about me personally. She said, what about your man? She said, no, I take care of my man. I do tricks in the bedroom for my man. She said, I do tricks too. And everybody said, oh, Heavily said she do tricks. I was like, oh, but she was like, oh. People were taking it back. It was like, oh. So Mariah said, oh, well, she could go with the house manager. When I was growing up, the person we had somebody said, well, her name was Lucy. She was the thing, the this, the that, the maid, the this, everything in between. I said, oh, Mariah. Yeah, it's a comparison. They took it there. That's how I was like, people could think that was like a reverse slaverism. So, but she said it wasn't her family, that her family used to doing that and all that stuff. So she said her family was crop holders. What was it? Sharecrop holders, something like that, as she said. So yes, that's what she said. So yeah, Jocelyn Hernandez came, and Jocelyn said, what she said? Oh, she said, Jocelyn is good friends with Buffy. They've been knowing each other for 5 years. I think Jocelyn is one of Buffy's clients, and they be cool and all that stuff like that. You know, Jocelyn Linda, true home lover hip hop, Atlanta, but she's not with Atlanta anymore, so she's not there. And she said, oh, Buffy, you want me around your man like your house manager is? I said, oh, Buffy started laughing. And they was talking, and then they talked about how her daughter, she said her daughter's good. She said, how your child, she just act like you. She said the worst. And then they talked about how Jocelyn gave birth. She said she had a birth center, and she had no epidural, so she had to give it like naturally. And her baby 5 pounds. She take her to school. She go this. She do this and like that. She said, well, it's like a job. She said, no, I don't think it's a job. It's like being a mother. She said, I don't think it's a job. She said, what you would call it? I said, I call it like being a mother. It's like that. Well, she said, being a mom is like a full-time job. It is like a full-time job if you're doing everything, taking care of the kids, cooking and cleaning, all stuff like that, especially home all the time. Now, it could be like a job. And she said, well, no. It's about being mother. It's not like that. She said, oh, not everybody like this. Oh, well, you could just live it up, not paying your taxes. I said, Jocelyn, come on now. Don't come in here bringing the drama. This not love and hip hop. This is Married to Medicine. Even though they got their own little shade of drama, that's not that wretched drama that you have a love and hip hop. So stay that over there, girl. You missed your chance. You not your. So she wanted to turn up for that little 15 seconds of 1 minute of time frame she had with them. It came out of Toy. I said, first of all, Toy is not in that rah top thing this season anyway. Toy's going through a lot. So maybe it should have been somebody else that would have been a clap back. That would be a better scene. But I was like, but Toya let it go. She was like, oh. So she said, oh, you can just limit it up like everything's not paying your taxes. She said, how she know about my taxes? I was like, that's what I'm saying. But they was like, well, everybody know. So that was that. And then she said something else. She said, oh, well, where you coming from? Because you looking drifty. I said, oh. I said, first of all, they're coming like a budget under $500. So what, leave Toya alone? Toya had a nice little outfit, her shoes, thing like that. It wasn't the bad. And then her hairstyle was nice. So I was like, Jocelyn, you're coming too strong. So this is basically clowning Toya. Toya had to get up and go to the bathroom. Mariah had to get Toya to go to the bathroom and Simone. And Buffy had talked to Jocelyn a little bit. I don't know. She was telling Jocelyn, that was not cool. What you do? All that stuff. Why you did that? And then, so she had to go damage control and try to apologize to Toya. She said, that's my friend, and I can't control my friends. It's like that. Sometimes friends don't get along with other people's friends, which is true. Some friends don't mix with other people. And well, Toy said, well, I don't know, you gotta control your friends, because none of my friends will never do that. I would never do the same with my friends. And Simone said they did a flash, Bravo, like messy as it is, did a flashback on one of the seasons that, I think it was 4 years ago. It was a Halloween theme party, and Toya was going in on Simone for something. I guess I don't know if, I didn't see that season. So maybe that was season 4, because I think I started watching Married to Medicine in season 5, 6, 7, 2 seasons ago. And I did not see season 1 to 4. So I missed that scene. And I was like, oh, okay. So Simone said, what, I'm being punk? Something like that, because Toya, you did the same thing to me. And I was like, oh, shit. So, and then it was going out. And then Eugene came. And it seemed, Eugene told us, like, freaking Jocelyn went on for him, too. Jocelyn said something. She said, what going on? She said, well, I'll talk to your hoe, your wife. She said, oh, you didn't talk about my wife like a hoe like that. He said, F her and F you. I said, Jocelyn, you doing way too much. And so Buffy said, no, we got to go apologize. We can't do this. We can't do this. Nah, I can't. Try to get her husband to apologize. Toya was done. She had to leave. And he said, maybe just call her later on and apologize. But somebody said, well, it's gonna take a long time because Toya like you to kiss her ass to get her apology. She said, I don't kiss ass. I said, oh, I hear that. But that was that. After that, so Toya decided she wanted to do her own party because she met with Mariah and they talked. And she said she wanted to talk about Buffy because she said, listen, at the end of the day now, I would not do that. And I'm not here for that. So she wanted to have her own 43. She turned 43 and she want to have her own birthday party, but she said she can't spend as much because she's doing a house and she got to be a little frugal and stuff like that. So she gonna have a paint and sip. And I said I did a paint and sip class too. It was a painting, and I said, but this one is a live paint and sip. I said I want to try that one day. Maybe when I turn 34 next year birthday, I'm trying to do an adult paint and sip. I will see how that is. I'm trying to look it out. Look for it because my birthday is in February, and that would be great to do that. Invite some of my friends, some of my family members, so we can do a paint and sip and have that on. All right, so the paint and sip, she will do that. She gonna have real life models. She told her husband Eugene that, so he knows. But he was like, "Oh snap, it's crazy." I was like, "Listen, it's nothing. It's not nothing too bad about that. It is a live model. Long as the women don't have sex with the models and don't do anything, it is nothing harmful doing that. No men." I was like, listen, it is what it is. Man, y'all can go to strip clubs and spend your money and doing ones on the strippers and like that, and you're getting lap dances. They can do a paint and sip class. It's not that bad. They're not touching the models. They're looking at it and they're painting. So like that. And then Toya said, if people are not good at drawing, they have printed outlines and stuff like that, other models already, so they can just paint it in the lines. I said, oh, that would be great because I got to draw that. So I was like, I need to have a template too. So... But it seems like I said in my previous reviews, it seems like Toya want to be more positive and more not too much of the drama, even though she have her ways. But she's cool. So and for her paint sip, she invited all the ladies, even the ladies that she had problems with at the thing, at her paint sip. But she did not want Buffy there because she's not feeling Buffy right now. So when she called Simone and she said, all my friends invited, everything, even the ones like that, my close circle, my close knit circle, she said, oh, you're close knit, so you know what I mean? You don't want some Buffy there, that's what you're telling me? She said, yeah, I don't want her there. And I know and behold, Simone still bought Buffy, so everybody got there, even Kari. Now, like I said, I didn't watch Married to Medicine before season 5, so I think Kari was one of the ladies in the previous season that I didn't watch. So when she was there, I was like, oh snap! And even Mariah was like, oh, and they was talking about it. He said, oh, how's everything going on and stuff? And he said, oh, we make it good. I said, why are you here? She said, well, Carmen said, well, you should be here. So what that happened last season? They replayed the scene that Mariah and Toya had a fight. And she said, oh, Carmen, we're not going to do that. We're not going to hash that season. We can let that go. And they started laughing. I said, go ahead, Carmen. You handled yourself well. So all the ladies got there. So Qua had to lead the leaks hairstyle. I said, Qua, you coming with different hairstyles and different outfits. You doing yourself good. And so Simone didn't come. She was the last one to late. Came and Simone was 5 minutes away, and she invited Buffy, and Toya was like, okay, like I wish I took the freaking picture of that scene. I took a picture of something else of Toya, and I'll use her as my thumbnail. But I was like, oh my gosh, right, Buffy. She said, oh hey Toya, happy birthday, I didn't see you. She said, oh hey, thank you. So they came. And she was a little shady. She said, well, Simone invited Buffy there, so they had a little disagreement with her and all that stuff. And then, before they started painting the set, or before that, they had 2 models. And they showed the 2 models. I said, ooh, the models looking nice. Like, nice body. And they was younger, too. So, you know, chisel and all that stuff. And the bulge and all that. I said, oh, man. Nice little caramel one and nice little chocolate chocolate one. I said, all right. They picked the good ones. And, there's gonna be model for them, so they took them back, and the food was good. And the drinks, you know, Toy style with the drinks and the food, and that was that. It was a nice little intimate party. You don't have to spend much to have a great party. That's the point of it. And they all sat down and talked. And before they sat to the table, she told them about her miscarriage. Now, I thought that Toya was not gonna tell them. I thought Toya was gonna keep that to herself and not tell the ladies, and only keep her tell some of her ladies the miscarriage. I didn't think she was gonna tell all of them that, because I said, oh well, that's very big of Toya, because I always thought she was gonna keep that to herself, because that's still sensitive, and not all y'all ladies got along in a good space right now. So tell them about your miscarriage. That's understandable. All women in that thing should understand how miscarriage is, and you don't want to go through that. So they was like, even Contessa and Toya hugging out, and they talked, and they was like, yeah, she want to get to the point where Contessa we could talk again. And she said, yeah, we understand. It's a lot going on. It's gonna take us time, but wanted to try. So I said, it's good. I was good. That was that for them too. But like I said, Toya this season is gonna be really mellow. She's not gonna be all hype active like she used to be, but she still have her ways, but she's going to be more calm this season, I could tell. And the other ladies going to have more issues than Toya this season. So, the paint and sip, the guys came out the model, and they was like, oh, snap, is that going to pee this and stuff? Heavenly said she's not going to tell Damon that, what she sees there, because you know how Heavenly is. She's all sanctified. She can't see no other man penises and ass but her husband. Obviously, the paint and sip is only one time thing. It's not like you go to a strip club and see the men dinglings all the time, so it's not that serious, and I don't think any men should have any problem with that. But it seems like it may be a problem in the future season with Heavenly and Damon. So I don't know about this, but it's a fun time, and the ladies should have their whole time. They grown women, they married, something like that. It's not gonna do anything with the men, it's like that. So I would have no issue with that, and it's enjoyable. Let's have fun. It's a one-time thing. It's a party. It's Toya style, Toya fashion, and Toya seems like she would have positiveness and happiness, and then have enjoyed some good time, and enjoy that night. I know they kicking Kai with all that thing is so worried about the penis and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's the models, they do their job. Paint and sip, do the painting and go on about your business, alright? But that was Married to Medicine, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I'll talk to y'all later, alright? Oh, don't forget to please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos where you can, alright? Peace.